So this is my boom and crash ultimate entry secret strategy, in which I'm able to cash big moves like this, like 1:10, just in one trade, guys. So in a few minutes I'm going to be diagnosing this simple entry hack to you guys. All right, okay traders, welcome to my channel. I am Full Kingsley. By the grace of God, I bring to you guys strategies, tutorials on the forex market, volatility indices, metals like gold, Nasdaq, VIX75, many other instruments. You want to subscribe to the channel by hitting on the subscribe button and notification bell to not miss out. Alright, so looking at this trade before you can see this is just a simple trade based on the trend. Alright, so we are just simply following or going with the trend of the market. Okay, so this is a trade that we have entered, and if you look very well, it just spiked. Now we are already in it, right? This is it here, this is below here. All right, so we are not even talking about this, we are already talking about the one that we just entered now. And if you look very well, I gave the signal already. All right, so you can see this is crash. We sold already. I gave the signal in my VIP signal group. You can see it right here. All right, so right now we are already in deep profits. Okay, so let me just see, we are already in deep profits. That's cool. All right, I actually gave a couple of signals this morning. Right, these are the trades that I gave signal on, and they're already in deep profits, especially this trade that I'm about to diagnose to you guys. So meaning that, as you currently see, we have already had what, a almost 1:2. All right, because look at the stop loss side, and this is the target. Look at the target, we have already passed, we are already getting to 1:2, which, and guys, we are currently on promotion. This December period, we are actually on promotion. We are taking off 50% of all our services, including signals and mentorship, right? So you want to jump in this period because it's just for this month that we are going to be giving that promotion, right? Okay, so let's go on to our analysis now. We have a downtrending market. This is sure, right? So you can see price move, it creates a swing, okay, and then retraces. So it's so clear here we have downtrending markets, right? So this is a clear downtrending market. Okay, we want to be looking for sell setups, right? So look at this trade right here, guys. Now if you look very well, you see that after a long swing of impulsive move, like I always say, you always see price consolidate to catch its breath, right? So when it consolidating now, we want to be looking for sell setup at the resistance zone, at supply zones, or around rejection. So we can use this, so we can use our rectangle to identify supply zones like this and wait for price. Okay, when price create this low, like for instance, after price create this low here and then started retracing, we can identify the supply zones, wait for rejection up here, and then we take our sell trades with our stop loss above the zone and our first target at the previous low. Okay, just as simple as that, right? So you can equally use our trend lines to identify what patterns, right? So sometimes you use our trend line, you connect, you look at highs like this, these are obvious highs, you connect, right? So you connect them. Okay, let's just place this like this. Okay, so you try to drag and then you just connect them. So when you connect, now it's going to when price pulls back to the zone, you are going to see a rejection, especially when it coincides with what horizontal support, right? So look at it there. Now we had this as our supply zone here, we had our supply zone here, and then price actually come and then got rejected. So we saw what this trend line coincide with the supply zone here. Okay, so look at that. Now we combine with our candlestick rejection. This is a very strong candlestick pattern. All right, so you can see this rejection punching the wicks, all right, that push the wicks down, which is pointing up. Now what happened? You see that the bears or the bulls, okay, buyers actually push price up and it close up here, but the bears actually push the price down, and you see that finally the candlestick closed below 50%. Look at it. So if you look at this candlestick wick here, from here to here was the initial body, so we had 50% around here, and you see that when the bears pushed the price, it came and closed below this below the 50% level right down here, indicating the strong bearish pressure that we have. So we have three combinations. We have what, this zone to be a supply zone, we have it has coincided with the trend line, and then we have this candlestick pattern here. All right, and if you look at here, you see that after that we had a couple of indecision. You see this candlestick, we have what kind of doji kind of candlestick. All right, so we have this doji candlestick. After this bearish candle, you have doji candlestick, and we have what, a strong bearish engulfment. So this bearish engulfment actually engulf the bodies of these three candles. So it engulfed the body of the three candles, giving us what? Powerful sell. All right, so indicating what? The bearish pressure is absolutely strong. Okay, so we already have three powerful combinations. All right, we have the supply zone, the trend line, we have bearish confirmation candlestick patterns that form, indicating bearish pressure. So when we short, we're looking at our stop loss above this zone. Our stop loss should be above these candlesticks here. All right, so it's just slightly above this candlestick here. Then we can put our first target here, and then our second target at this previous low here. All right, and then we see now what result is. Okay, see how price falls like rain, guys. You can see that. After that, you see there was a lot of power, indicating what? Very strong bearish candle. And then you see all targets hit, and look at the risk to reward ratio, just amazing. All right, so just as simple as that, you can catch this kind of setups with high accuracy, and then you are trading when you know that there are a lot of bears in the market that are shorting the pair, or they are shorting the indices, and from there you see that you get good setups. Now if you look at it very well, now I can equally use my trend line. All right, this is how we enter this one. So you connect this weeks down here, right? So we already connect this weeks down here. Okay, now if you look critically, you see that when price first came, we got a rejection. Okay, now when price came here, first of all, we got a rejection and it started going up, before finally what happened? We had a very strong bearish powerful candle. All right, you are using candlestick patterns, and then we are combining with what? Market structure and price action to get our entries. So this strong bearish candle now happens to what? Engulf 1, 2, 3, 4 candles, guys. This bearish candle engulf 4 candles before closing out of the zone. Now this is the H1 time frame. Okay, if you go to the H2 hours time frame, what you are going to realize that actually these candles did not close below this zone, because you see that. So you see that it was actually a rejection. There was what? A bullish rejection that actually pierced the candlestick up. Okay, because that was to show that this trend line here holds. And what happened after the next candles? The bearish engulfing candle actually engulfed all of these 2 candles to close below this zone, indicating that what? This is actually a breakout. And what happened? Show that the bears are actually shorting. Now I know that most people have taken out their orders, right? So when we enter this kind of trade, we don't want to be targeting high. All right, our target don't have to be too huge, because normally here the market is moving, market is still in an impulsive phase, right? So this trade here, we had a good target because it was already like a pullback. All right, so now we enter, guys. So you can see how simple it is, how you can combine a series of factors, your supply and demand, your candlestick patterns, to get what? Good trading setups, right? Not like 100% of the times, not like you win 100% of the time, but most often you are going to what? To win your trades. All right, if you are patient to wait, all right, you will not always see very nice setups like this. That's why patience is required. A lot of patience is required in trading. They say trading is 100%. They say that 80% of the time entails what? Waiting, and only 20% of the time entails placing the buy or the sell orders. So you have to wait for good setups and then try to catch good risk to reward ratio, so that in terms of losing trades, you are not going to encounter issues, right? So that is basically it, guys. All right, the type of candlestick, the body of the candlestick, how the candlestick closes depends or explains who are in control of the market. Is it the bulls or the bears? All right, is it the buyers or the sellers that are in control of the market? Now you will not just use the candlestick on itself, you can still combine it with your supply and demand zones, or as well as what? Your trend lines now, and then as well as your market structure, to know where is the market downtrending, is it uptrending? All right, is it in a pullback phase, is it in an impulsive phase? You are just combining these couple of things, and then you get good trading setups, right? So I've showed you guys in this setup, I've showed you guys the first thing I showed you, we talked about the market structure, which was in a downtrend. All right, we talked about the impulsive phase and how price just actually pulled back and it was reversing. Okay, now we identify what? Our supply zone, and then we sketch it out with the horizontal line and a trend line. Okay, so we waited for price now to come up there. When price come up now, we look at what? Rejection candle. So we look at what? The rejection candle, to see if it is bearish or it is bullish. Afterwards, we take our trades, and our stop loss is based on what? Our stop loss is based on the zone. We place it a little bit slightly above the zone, and our target is based on what? The previous low. And that's how you see how the trade moves. Okay, so that's basically it, guys. I hope this video add values to you. And if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe by hitting on the subscribe button and notification bell, so that whenever we create a new video, you are going to get notified. All right, so thank you for watching. See you in the next video.